Hello everyone, welcome to my podcast. Yusra on stage, wait on pause. So today we are having two very special guests, which is you guys have been waiting for. Usually we have one, but today we have two, and we all know that they are expert in the field of mental health, which is this discussion will going to be a very insightful. So let me introduce our first guest, Aziana.
So hello guys, my name is Nurul Aziana Widyasmi. So today I'm gonna share about the disadvantage of mental health among young students.
Okay, so Aziana, uh, she will be discussing on the cause of the mental health among students. So next we have our second guest, Umu.
Hi everyone, today we would like to discuss about coping mechanisms that students can use, especially for teenagers.
So to begin with, mental health refers to our emotion and psychological well-being, especially when we handle or dealing with stress. So basically, it's about we take care of our mind and emotions, right? For me, sometimes academic life can become overwhelming. This is why this topic is very important, and I think it is still relevant to all of us. So we're going to start with common questions. Okay, Azena, let's kick things off. We hear a lot about mental health among students. So, from your experience, what causes this problem?
So when we talk about mental health among young students, we often think that it is a very serious and a big issue, but actually it is not that big. So let's dive into small causes. So it often starts with us feeling unusually tired, and we also overthink before we go into a bed, or maybe we overthink to do something and we scared about what others gonna say about us. So when we talk about mental health, we often think that it is a very serious and a big issue, but actually it, it is not that big. We feel like unusually tired, and we also overthinking before we go into a bed. So that causes that does not mean that we are weak, because we are just people and we're not a machine. So when we say that it's okay to not be okay, it doesn't mean that we are weak.
I absolutely agree with your statement. It's okay not to be okay because it is a gentle reminder that feeling sad doesn't make me feel weak. It simply means that you are just being honest yourself, acknowledging what is inside. I think that is how healing begins.
Okay, so let's start with the first cause of mental health problem among young students. So the main causes of these issues that I'm talking today is stress. You guys know that student is a young people, right? So student they are dealing with a lot of work. Uh, for example, they have assignment due in the same week. For example, they have English English task, and they have to submit it tomorrow. They also have a meeting club tomorrow, and they also need to work for presentation that they gotta present that day. So this accumulating and combined with an upcoming exam, it's making a student feels frustrated and stressed. When we combine these all these things, the stress, um, our students will feel burned out and feel like they want to give up. But this thing is normal actually, because we are just a human. The problem is we blame ourselves for not being perfect. So we blame ourselves. We say a negative thought about ourselves. We say that why can I do it better? Why am I failing? Why am I a failure? And why this is happen to me, not everyone else? So when this negative thought coming, students have to overcome this to ensure that they are living a good life and striving for a great life at university, because university is a place where we learn but also we enjoy our journey there. So I think that is the first causes.
Wow, that's really highlight how overwhelming student schedule can be. It is not just one homework or one assignment. It is everything filling up, and I think many of us can relate the feeling of trying to be perfect and blaming ourselves when we cannot. Okay, so um, now we understand how stress build up. Okay, Umu.
Yes.
For our listener who might dealing with stress themselves, uh, what are some practical ways to overcome or maintain a good mental health?
Okay, basically, before I share about the tips how to cope and handle with all the problems, I would say that what Aziana said really related to me. Back then, when I was first entering IPG, all this burden, all those overload works really drain me, and it makes me feel like burnout because we are switching from high school to universities. Therefore, we this is the first time for us to start to enjoy a new environment, right? So. What I do to overcome those burnout causes by a lot of works, a lot of and endless assignments list. I do to-do list. I make to-do list. Uh, at first, I make long to-do list like 10 to 15 tasks a day. Like, can you imagine doing 10 to 15 tasks per day? And I don't think everyone could accept it because it is pressure. So it makes me feel more stressed and more sad because I feel like I am not enough. I am not capable of doing things. So I switch my coping strategies, which is I do to the list, but in a practical way. Like I do like five tasks per day, and I try to work hard on it. I try to settle down all of that until I finish it. Whenever I finish one of the tasks, I will move on to the next task, and then I will repeat until I finish all those tasks. And it actually helps me to do a better and strategy way to handle all those pressure and those works. So I think all of students, including us, should do to the list, but in a strategic way. We should be kind to ourselves. We should not push ourselves, push beyond the limits. For example, back when I was in semester one, I used to burn the midnight oil. I used to force myself to do assignments until I feel like I cannot handle this. So you should get enough rest, and then you should be kind to yourself and make sure you finish all your works.
That's such a practical approach, focusing on just five main daily tasks for a day, make workload manageable. I think everyone can feeling guilty whenever they are trying hard to finish the homework, but they still cannot. So I think it is interesting how setting realistic goal, which can actually maintain a good health to us. So now, I would like to hear from our first host again. What the factors contribute to our mental health among students?
Let's talk about next causes. It is slightly different from what I just say right now, just now, the stress one, right? So next, we are going to go to the next. It is anxiety. So as we know, um, stress is an external. It's outside us, but anxiety is internal. It is in ourselves. So um, anxiety comes from our mind that is loud and could not shut up. Our minds our mind speaks as loud as he can, but from the outside, we just look fine. Okay, so it is anxiety is the what if sentence that keep repeating on our mind. For the example, we say that what if I fail, or what if everyone is better than me, or what if even what if my parents is disappointed of me. So when that word keeps repeating on our mind, we cannot feel the peace of mind, and for that day, we feel like our life is a burden because our mind is so full with with something that we shouldn't even think about. So anxiety can happen physically. For example, it happens when we talk among of a lot of people, and the sign is we can look at the handshake. So when the handshake, we will know that the person is having a social anxiety, right? And social anxiety, and we also can feel, if we are the one who talks there, we can feel that our heart beats faster than usually. So when we are having this anxiety, it doesn't mean that it's a bad sign. It doesn't mean it means that we are being realistic about our feeling. We allow ourselves to be acceptable to our body language.
Was relatable. So anxiety is not just feeling worried. It can show physically, like saying clear signs. All of us have to experience this situation where we can go through sometimes. I also love to say that sometimes we need to asking for help because not everything that we can handle alone. Uh, so we reach out, and that's actually a sign of courage. So let's now hear some ways to overcome anxiety and
Anxiety.
overthinking problem.
Okay, before we dive into the solutions, I would like to elaborate why we feel that way. For example, stage anxiety. Stage anxiety usually occurs when we are afraid of the judgment in front of people. When we stand up in front of the crowd, we tend to self sabotage. Like we think people are judging us, people are talking bad about us. But the fact they are not doing that, we are doing that to ourselves. So the one who judge you is you. So therefore, I think anxiety comes from small acts like you always self sabotage, and then you always self hate, you always talk bad about yourself, and that when anxiety happens bigger and more bad, more worse. Okay, so for the solution, before this, I've been through at the position where I feel so nervous, like I cannot talk in front of people. I feel like everyone is judging me and my voice shake in front of people. So what I do is, firstly, I will go to talk to someone that I trust. Basically, back when I was in sem 1, I always tell my parents like I cannot do this. I feel like everyone's judging me, and then my parents will comfort me. So by this, we can say that asking for help actually helps you to become better, because people will not criticize you. People will help you by giving solutions or maybe advice. So actually, asking for help or seeking for help is not that bad. Moreover, you can also ask for help from counselor. Like in this IPG, we got our counselor, right? So we can just book an appointment with them and then go and talk to them personally. And I agree. I think we all should agree that counselor actually keeps our secret. They don't tell anyone. So it is safe for us to just talk to the counselor and then share all our problems with them. Therefore, to conclude, I think asking for help is a crucial skills for us because we as human we cannot stand alone. We need someone to help us. We are human. We live together. So I once heard this quote shared by John Dawson. He said that uh, it is it is okay to ask for help. It is not just okay, but it is important. It is crucial. It is a very big solution for us. So actually asking for help give a big impact to you because people will help you and then you will become better after expressing your overthinkings.
That's a great point. But talking that you have to be perfect, sometimes you need just have to someone to listen helps a lot. And I like that you mentioned seeking for help early because seeking for help or sorry to someone about our problem is really a strong step. Thank you for giving the advice. Okay, so next I will get to create some more problems of mental health among students from Janet.
Okay, so the next huge cause among students is the academic pressure and expectation from others. Okay, so when we talk about academic pressure, sometimes our parents doesn't force us to study, but they put a silence expectation that kills us actually. Because I remember when I'm in my secondary school, I'm taking SPM. We all taking SPM, right? So they doesn't say to me that I need to get straight A for SPM, but they they s- ah they send me to go to class every morning, every night. So straight I go to class, and I think they, of course, they will put high hopes on me because I already sacrificed everything, my time and my physical and mental for facing the big exam. So I trust that parents must put expectation for me to get at least a great result so that they will feel proud of us. So that silent expectation could make us feel like we are scared to fail. We are pressured by something that is um, something that parents doesn't say it clearly, but we understand that high expectation.
It really shows that how much pressure from students actually they got all this type expectation from from their parents, lecturers, the society, and also even ourselves. So it can be overwhelming, especially when it is only focused this the grades. So it can be feel heavy,
I do
right?
agree with Azana. Academic pressure also related to parents' high expectation. I think parents' high expectation is also caused by academic privilege. Like when you achieve something like good marks or four flats in your exam, like people will have good impression on you. So therefore your parents put high expectation towards you so that you will become better. And personally Personally, I think parents' expectation towards us has pros and cons. So the good side is parents expected you to get high marks because they want to see you success. They want you to fly high, got the scholarships, and go to your dream uni. And I think that's a good idea because if we are parents, we would do the same too. But if the expectation, the pressure feels heavier on us, it will drain our energy. It will make us feel stressed, burn out, or maybe we can feel like less. Like our self-esteem become less. Our self-sabotage become more. Like I cannot do this, but my parents expected me to do this. Okay, so what is the solution for this problem? I think personally, the solution for this is we should talk. We should have slow talk with our parents. Like what I do when I was in SPM year, I always tell my mom my progress. Like today, I will call my parents and then I will say, okay, today I study for 2 hours and I hope I will get A's for that subject. And we should be realistic too. Like for example, you get B for that subject, and then your parents expected you to get A plus. So how can B jump into A plus at first point? So you should first from B to A and then to A plus, like that, step by step. So you should work slowly, try your best, and always improve yourself. And the second one, I think this is the realistic tips, which is you should change your mindset. For example, like when we face the pressure from our people, like for example during SPM year, right? So your teacher, your family, your siblings, all expected you to get straight A's, for example. So you should try your best and you should put in your mind that you are doing your best. Slowly and surely you will get the success.
That really makes sense. I think everyone have to have their mindset about from the best to be their own best.
Yeah.
Because everyone have their own feelings. So we're gonna expect things a lot to someone. Uh, the people, the example, the people A and the people B has their own pace. So we're gonna expect the B can be A, the A can be B, right? Life is not about competition. Yeah. It's just you versus you. It's a journey. Yes, it is a journey, and it's still everything you do is still progress. You need to you need to have mindset that small progress is still a progress. Yeah.
Yes.
So um, you need to you have to be kind to yourself. Just enjoy your journey, and you must enjoy your life. If you feel uh, if you feel depressed, you just need you have to think that everyone has
Own struggles.
their struggle, their lower. To conclude that, you just not have to be perfect, right?
Yes.
Crying is not a failure.
Yes. It's okay to cry.
For the last question, I want to you give some advice for students out there. Maybe some experience for you guys. Maziana.
Okay, so I have one realistic advice that we can practice in our life in order to get a peaceful life. So the advice is just stop caring what others gonna say about us, because in this life we live for ourselves, not for others. So when we live for ourselves, we should focus on important things.
Yes,
So
I
the oriented is focused only for ourselves, not for others. The opinion of others is not important. So that's the key to have a happy life and peaceful mind.
Yes,
Okay, so
yes. Okay, Umu, I know you have many experience. So yeah, just share it. What one.
So, for my advice to you guys is, you should live your life to the fullest. Do not compare yourself with other person's journey, because comparison is a thief of joy. So, always love yourself, be kind to yourself, and never be too harsh on yourself, because we are all first timer and we are going slowly to grow. We are growing slowly in our path. Enjoy your journey
Yes.
and be yourself.
Yes, thank you for you guys joining us. At the end of the day, Allah knows better, right? Allah knows what we don't know, and sometimes what we love it's not good, but what we have is good for us, right?
Yes.
So yeah, just stay positive and thinking positive and positive all the time, right?
Always
Always
positive.
positive. So that's all for us.
Thank you
Say
for listening to the end.
thank you for listening to our podcast today. So see you guys in the next podcast.
Bye.
Bye.